Welcome back to the 128 Gaming Podcast. We are back once again.
Due to lack of popular demand.
Yes, and that demand is so lacking that I haven't sat here and talked to you since last year.
Ooh, wow.
I know. It's the first podcast of 2026. Is
It's
that right?
the first podcast of this year. We haven't done a podcast since last year. Can you believe that?
Oh, God, I'm so sorry that we've been away for so long. Happy New Year, everyone. I know there's been videos, but actually like this is, if you're new here, this is your weekly dose of all things gaming, where we sit back, relax, and put the gaming world to rights, one story at a time. Mainly focusing on handheld gaming, but, there's all sorts of stuff that's happened this week, so I want to kind of cover a lot.
Yeah, we always like diverting a little bit in the podcast, but the main topics are usually handheld, aren't they?
Andy, how has your weeks in gaming been?
My weeks in gaming. I've actually done quite a bit, believe it or not. So, I mean,
Really?
I've lived vicariously through my wife, and she's completed Avowed. So, like completely.
No way.
Yeah, so she fully completed that. Even though when I told her she would like it and she should play it, she was like, nah, it looks rubbish. And then when she started playing it, she was like, well, I quite like this. And then the more she played, the more she loved it. And she was just constantly playing it. So she finally finished that over the holiday period. I properly completed Resident Evil Village, like 100%ed it. I even did the DLC in preparation for Requiem. So I'm proud of myself, yes, for actually completing a game.
Well done.
Yes. So I'm very happy with that. And I do want to say as well, I played the demo for Pragmata. And
what's it like?
oh my God, this is like 100% up my street. Sci-fi to the max. It's built on the Resi engine. It is incredible. I am day one buying that. Like at the end of the demo, when it just stops and then it says like coming in April, I was like, no. I was like, why April? Why isn't it now? Like, I was so upset because it is so good. The aiming mechanic is brilliant. Like, you aim at like an enemy. You've got the little girl on your shoulder, like a parrot.
Yeah.
And she like hacks into them while in real time. So in real time, you have to dodge whilst aiming at the enemy. And then you hack with the face buttons. The face buttons act as a D-pad, so up, down, left, right.
I love
and
it, yeah.
You've got like a puzzle, and you've got like check marks to like get through that will give you like a status effect or extra damage. But then there's like, it gets so like complicated that there's like blockers in the path, and it's like Snake, where you can't go back on yourself. So you have to find a route through this like the hacking maze to the final destination whilst checking all these points and not going back on yourself and avoiding the blockages. And it's brilliant. Like, I played the demo twice. I loved it that much. I completed it and started it up again. And I played it all on the Legion Go 2, and it looked fantastic. And I had ray tracing on in the Legion Go 2, and I was getting 70 FPS. Yeah, I know. Yeah, with frame gen. I will have to say, I'm not a big frame gen fan, but I was like, I'm going to put it on and I'm going to try it, just because I tried it with and without ray tracing and frame gen and stuff. And it was perfectly playable with the frame gen on, with ray tracing on.
That's insane.
I'm hyped for this game. Like, I'm so glad they released the demo, because I was a bit unsure, and now I am like, I am so excited.
Oh, I'm going to have to play the demo. Because we'd seen it and we had talked about it. It looks like it'd be quite cool, but again, like I tend to do with a lot of games that are upcoming, I tend to sleep on them. I'm like, maybe. I'm one of those. I'm a bit like your wife. I need a lot of convincing to like get into. So I'll have to play the demo on that, because it does sound like it'd be really cool.
Highly recommend anyone that's into any kind of sci-fi or like anything like that, like, do it. It is so good. Like, it blew me away, actually. Within the first maybe like less than 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, I was like, okay, this is actually legit, like, amazing. And for like a new IP from Capcom, like, I am so invested. Like, I will buy this day one, 100%.
It's a rare thing, not since like the early noughties, late 90s has it been, since you'd get a demo and play it more than once.
Yeah, I never even complete demos half the time. I play it for a bit and go, that was all right, or whatever. But this time I got to the end and was actually disappointed that it finished. So I played it again.
Wow. Yeah, it's... I'm like I say, it's really difficult for me to, I don't know why, but get into new things. I just take that... I need other people's enthusiasm. I need warming up to it. Like Avowed, like you say, is a really good example. I just couldn't I didn't want to spend the time. I played it like one evening. Like, oh, maybe I needed someone sat next to me to be like going, yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, totally. But equally, you know, if it's not your type of gameplay, then that's it. Do you know what I mean? But for me, I think because I do really enjoy Capcom games anyway, and I love the Resident Evil games, obviously, and this is in the Resi engine, so it runs amazingly. I think that's why it ran so well on the Legion. And I'm a massive sci-fi nut, so like new IP, sci-fi, it's Capcom in the Resi engine, like it's all ticking these boxes, and it was just so fun, and the little girl's like really funny, like, and I don't know, there's something about it that just felt so good, and I was just having a good time playing it, and the new mechanic I think really resonated with me, because when I saw it I was like, oh, you've got to do a puzzle to shoot enemies. I was like, nah, I don't know about that. And then when you actually do it, it's so like fast paced and engaging, like because you've got to dodge and stuff whilst doing these puzzles, like, and sometimes you've got to give up on trying to get to like a certain node and just get to the end so that you can shoot the thing because it's about to hit you or whatever. Like it's very fun, like, and I'm very excited about it.
It's really difficult for them to get the balance and the rhythm of games right, isn't it, when it's like, especially in the Resi engine, it could be a massive hit and miss in that as well. Getting the tone right between like humor, fun, and kind of seriousness as well. That, like, So when it hits, it really hits. Avowed's coming to PlayStation, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it is indeed. Yeah,
in next month.
Yes.
Which is, I guess, part of that, more of that kind of multi-platform isms, which this week is really filled with.
Yes. Yeah. This year is going to be really filled with it, I think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is the year of multi-platform for certain.
Yep.
I guess the best thing to do with this podcast is, for CES is kind of happening right now still as we're recording this. Loads of stuff's been announced. I kind of want to go through some of like the bigger things and the stuff that's coming that's going to be exciting for us. But firstly, I wanted to shine a light on fellow content creators IGN.
Yeah, what the hell has been going on with that? I had to double take.
Out.
Yeah, this got shown to me as a Facebook advert. So basically, everybody that's listening, when me and AJ are just doing our our jobs during the week, when we're editing videos, writing scripts or whatever, like researching stuff, I have Facebook Messenger open, and because there's no app anymore, I literally have the web page open, and it refreshes sometimes and shows me stuff. And I saw this video, which is what we're going to talk about now. And I was like, what am I getting shown here? Like, and then and then it flipped to the guy, and I'm sorry, I don't know his name, but I knew he was IGN. And I went, hang on a second, is this his like personal channel or something? And then I looked again, saw it was IGN, and went, no way. And that was when I shared it to you, like immediately. I was like, what are they doing?
So it's a sponsored post, was it? Like a promoted...
I don't know if it's a promoted thing or just posted to their IGN page on Facebook. Now,
we all like to laugh at IGN for their middle of the road reviews. Everything's a 6 or a 7.
I think this product is going to get more than a 7 out of a 10.
and clearly they've got like commercial partnerships with pretty much everyone because they're huge and they'll do anything for a quick buck, it looks like. And this one is the same as on the floor of CES. The funny thing is they're not the only people I've seen do videos about this product.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, there's been a couple. IGN the biggest and the most weird, because IGN is, in my mind, is gaming, but I know they also do some film stuff as well.
Yes.
But it's gaming, isn't it? In my head, that's their bread and butter.
It's gaming, yeah.
Yeah. And so to see them make a video promoting, what's the most delicate way of saying this? A male aid?
Yes. Yeah.
A male marital
satisfier.
aid?
Yeah, that's it.
Male satisfier. That you can link up to VR. And...
Yes, and in real time it like does certain movements that will be happening on the videos or something.
how much they must have been paid to promote that, I don't know. Or they just did it for the giggles. They might have just done it for fun.
I think it might have been just they stumbled across it in CES and went, that is hilarious. Let's just do a video on it. Like,
but
maybe
that's so not their tone.
I know. Yeah, that's what shocked me about what I was seeing. I was like, what? Like, it just kept shocking me. That just off the top of my head though, the one content creator I would love to see an advert for this from is Bob Wolf.
I knew you were going to say that. Yeah.
Imagine one of his like really in-depth, like 3-minute long sketches with this product. Please, whoever makes this product, get in contact with Bob Wolf from Wolf Den and get that to happen.
In fact, share this podcast with Bob because we want him to reach out and ask for it. I just want to see him make it as a sketch just for the sake of it.
Yeah. That would be so funny.
So I don't know what's going on at IGN, but they're now basically promoting sex toys, it looks like.
What a random thing to take to CES.
I know.
Yeah. Here's your new laptop. And then here's this.
Next to Asus announcing their new like dual screen laptop, it's that looks cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's not in our list to talk about. Did you see it? The new Zephyr. It's basically like a DS on steroids.
Oh, okay. What I did see was the concept from Lenovo, which I really liked. The rollout widescreen. Yeah. That looked cool.
Last year they announced it was a rollout OLED panel the same, but it went vertically.
Saw that, yes.
Linus did a whole thing on TV with it and on the whatever show, late night show in America.
I remember, that's it.
But I didn't understand why you would want it vertical. I remember seeing it going, well, it'd be better if it was widescreen, and then exactly. It makes sense. Yeah. And lo and behold, here it is.
There we go.
That seamless transition to like a different aspect ratio is phenomenal. I don't even understand how that works from like a output. Like
I'm sure Windows would break it. Windows would be like, what resolution is this? And it would just be going until it like settled down.
And you'll end up with a screen that wide, but it's still in 4:3.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Just black bars all over the place.
Everything's squashed.
Yeah.
It does look really cool. Some really cool kind of hardware concept coming. Another one, again, it's not my list, was... I want to get this right. I think it was Lenovo again. Anyway, one of the brands had an entire PC inside a keyboard.
What?
Yeah. Really cool. So the entire, and it's a keyboard a bit like the Mac keyboard. So those films, it's not like mechanical keyboard. It's like whatever they're called. The whole PC's in your keyboard and just a USB-C to a monitor.
Wow. Wouldn't want to share that with my dad. You remember the story about when I was a child and my dad smashed a keyboard in half over the bedpost? You wouldn't want to do that when you've got your entire PC in the keyboard.
No. Oh. But there is some cool stuff going on the amongst the backdrop of the kind of doom and gloom at the end of last year, which we didn't really get to cover a huge amount. We did talk about if you're planning on buying a handheld, it's probably right now is the opportune time.
Absolutely.
And that's the kind of backdrop in which CES is happening, is like specifically RAM at the moment is a problem.
Yeah.
A real problem. I want to brighten it up though. Xbox Developer Direct is happening at the end of this month.
Yeah, January 22nd.
Yeah, there's a few games coming. There's a few games that they're going to be talking about. Fable, obviously you've been waiting for this for a long time.
When I saw the Developer Direct, you sent it to me and you said, look, it's happening here. I was like, oh sweet. I didn't even bother looking at any of the other games because as soon as I saw Fable, I was done. I was like, okay, I don't even care about the rest now. I've been waiting. I've been waiting for Fable for like 20 plus years. So
and it got delayed, didn't it, last year? So that's gonna be really exciting to see. I'm hoping they put a timeline on it now, and we get to see a bit more of the game as well.
Yes,
because the little tiny bits that we did see looked like it was going to be really cool. We'll get this. Something from Forza Horizon 6, which I know is hugely popular. I do love. I enjoy dropping in and out of those games. They're kind of cool, but I don't take racing games seriously enough to.
No, then I'm
to really
Gravity
appreciate it.
Racer only, really, unless it's like Hot Wheels or like a kart racer. That's my racing. It needs to be like more gamey. Do you know what I mean? Like not serious. Like I can't do like what
I
they
think
call
Hot Wheels is the
simulations.
one I played the most. Yeah, I don't like the simulation. I mean, Forza Horizon's a little bit less simmy.
Yeah.
Forza Motorsport tends to be the ones that people are like diehard about. Horizon's a bit more arcade. It kind of reminds me of Need for Speed, like old Need for Speeds a little.
Okay, Need for Speed and Burnout, I'm all day, every day there for. And also, I know we've spoke about this previously, but I am so hyped for the Star Wars racer that's made by the Need for Speed people.
I know.
Hyped for that. But yeah, this is cool. I'm excited for people that enjoy Forza and stuff.
It's always a landmark moment, and it would be cool to see these on the handhelds because it's an Xbox Developer Direct. I'm excited because they're all going to be Play Anywhere titles now.
Yeah.
So for all the PC handhelds, it's going to be really exciting to see this. The one I really want to focus on with this, though, just briefly, is Beast of Reincarnation.
Yeah, this slipped by us a bit, didn't it?
Yeah. Now, it totally did. It's made by Game Freak.
Yeah, so this is
like an action RPG.
The latest Pokemon game?
10th generation Pokemon. Like, what is it?
Yeah, Xbox Pokemon.
Is this proof that Game Freak can actually make good games?
Well, I don't think they can make a 3D game, so I'm hoping this is top-down 2D.
No, this is apparently this is full. I'm watching a video of it right now. It's full 3D JRPG.
Yes.
Particle effects. It's full on.
I watched the trailer just before we started filming this podcast, and I was a bit like in shock. But Game Freak have got the Activision problem of Pokemon needs to come out every single year. So they're a super small team. They're like one of the smallest teams. So there's literally 30 people in the whole team or something like that. Like, don't quote me, but it's a very small team. And Pokemon's like bam, bam, bam. Like they're just cash grabs, really, aren't they? They spam them out just like Call of Duty. So they never get time to work on it. If they spent 5 years making a Pokemon game, it would be incredible. But they spend a month and then send it out. So this they must have been working on for a long time because it actually looks legitimately really good. And I really didn't, when you said Game Freak, I was like, there's no way, because I just thought maybe they're just used to 2D games and that's all they can do, but clearly not. This is proof that with a bit of time and maybe a bit more money from Xbox or something, which still doesn't make any sense to me because Pokemon's one of the biggest cash generators in the entire industry. Just give them some more time and they've got infinite money, and a Pokemon game could look like this.
And there's a lot that's kind of really eye-opening about it. The other part that is shocking me is that although Game Freak isn't a Nintendo company, it's kind of well established, they're so ingrained with the Nintendo infrastructure that it's shocking to see them develop a game that is multi-platform.
Yeah. Well, this is just Xbox, isn't it? Isn't this exclusive, or is this...
Xbox and PC.
Okay.
That's what they're saying. So they're kind of treating it like a multi-plat. But I see no reason why this won't go full multi-platform, PlayStation and Nintendo as well.
Yeah, they should have just put it on everything,
We'll see in the Developer Direct if that's the case. It'll be actually interesting. The last Xbox Direct that we saw, how many different manufacturers' logos we saw at the end of games.
So true, yeah.
Steam, PlayStation, Nintendo, everywhere. I wonder if it's going to be the same on this.
Yeah, I think they will, because they're so Xbox is so heavy, to go, hey, this is where you could play it anywhere, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think we will see that.
But insane. It looks great. It does prove that Game Freak can make modern games.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because I've been saying for ages, Nintendo need to sack Game Freak off and get Monolith Soft instead to make Pokemon games, the people that make the Xenoblade series, because then it would actually be a good game. Or run well, at least, and look good, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying the Pokemon games are bad, I just mean they should be better for how much resource they have. But yeah, clearly they can actually make games. This looks really good. I'm a little bit on the fence because this looks like a Souls-like Monster Hunter, And those are two things that I just don't care for. But if it's not Souls-like and it's not just a monster hunting like boss mode game where this is actually like an action adventure-y kind of like more towards a hack and slashy kind of thing, then I'd actually play this. And it's Xbox Game Pass.
So it's a free hit.
Yeah.
And we've said it thousands of times now, but I deeply love that about Game Pass. The free hits you get with games.
Yep.
And then if I really like it, then I'll play it to completion, and I'll share my love for it with everyone. But if I deeply love it, I'm actually quite likely to end up buying it on different platforms as well. Like if it comes to Switch and I deeply love it, like I might end up buying it there as well to play it. But they're billing Beast of Reincarnation as an action RPG set in a post-apocalyptic world.
Oh, perfect. So they're not saying it's Souls.
Yeah, no, they're not saying it's Souls. And the gameplay could be Souls-like. It's got a bit of a dark vibe to it, but it could also just be a hack and slashy RPG.
I hope it
looks
is,
quick,
then
which is nice.
Yeah, I will definitely play it if it's what they're marketing it as. But we'll find out. Is this going to be part of the Xbox Developer Direct?
It's the third game in the Developer Direct at the end of the month.
Like I said, I saw Fable and then just ignored the rest. I'm not even joking. I literally did. I closed it down once I saw Fable. I was like, yeah, I'm done.
We've got
I'm excited.
Fable, Forza Horizon 6 and Beast of Reincarnation.
Wicked.
January 22nd, 10 a.m. Pacific time. So what's that for us? Like 6 p.m. Is it GMT?
Is that Thursday? Let me just have a quick look.
They normally are a weird day, aren't they? The
it's
Xbox
a Thursday, and now we're doing podcasts
so
on Friday. Yeah, because all of those of you listening and watching on the day that these videos go out now, we're actually recording and releasing the videos on the same day, whereas previously we weren't, and we were always a few days late. But yeah, so that actually falls in line. So we will probably cover it that Friday, the day after it happens.
That's exciting.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, the other part of that I'm kind of interested with is like, will we see Switch 2 involved with it? Like we did, I guess, like we did the last Xbox One, we start to see a Switch 2 logo appearing in games.
I don't think so on the Developer Direct, just because if they're only hitting these 3 games, I don't see Fable being on Switch 2. I don't see that happening. I don't know about this Beast of Reincarnation. Forza, nah. So maybe not. Forza, no. Maybe not. But maybe. I mean, we might be hit with some shockers.
I think the only one that's possible is Beast of Reincarnation, but that's only because of Game Freak. And that's me kind of reaching then as well.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see, though. Because I want to see more and more coming to the Switch 2. I want to see more and more third-party stuff coming over.
Especially after playing the demo for Final Fantasy, like that was incredible.
It's incredible. I haven't even talked to you about that.
No.
But, probably the best experience I've personally had of that game, and I've played it 3 or 4 times now.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely, I was like... And maybe it's because I was so blown away that what I'm looking at on a Nintendo Switch,
Yeah, and
like,
handheld
what's
is
happening
how I
here?
played it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm handheld on this tiny, thin little device, and this looks amazing.
Yeah, running at like 8 watts and performing better than 220 watts on a PS5.
It doesn't make sense. I swear down there's some kind of black magic. I want to talk a little bit about that later with NVIDIA in mind.
Yes.
But yeah, there's some NVIDIA magic happening inside that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
That's why it's exciting to see more and more third-party stuff coming over. And talking of Nintendo hardware...
Oh, I was really excited by this. I got the notification on my phone, Nintendo Today, saying new Joy-Con colors. And I went, yes, I am ready for this. And I clicked Nintendo Today, opened it up. I went, they're black. Just like the original ones. I was like, wicked. The colour's different. So we've got like a teal and a purple, which is totally up my street. I mean, you can tell by the set that I have behind me, which is teal and purple. So I would day one buy these, but I'm not spending like £80 UK, like $100, whatever it is, right?
Yep.
To literally see the slimmest 0.5 millimeter bit of colour between the system and the Joy-Con. And then, okay, the Joy-Con rings, like the gates around the joysticks. Nah, man, like they've missed a trick. If the whole Joy-Con color was like colored, like the Switch 1 used to, then I would be like, yeah, I'm getting these, but I'm not paying for like literally like 0.5 millimeter of color.
And it's literally that. Once they're plugged into your Switch, that's exactly what you're seeing.
Yeah.
It's the same. No. Someone's actually on the Nintendo of America tweet about it. Yeah. They show the render of them like off, so you can see the purple and the teal on the kind of inside of the Joy-Con, which looks great. And you go, yeah, actually, it's quite interesting. And someone's replied with the picture of it when they're plugged in. Yeah, and like you say, it's literally like a millimeter of purple. Yep. And the quote is $100 for this.
There you go. There you go. Everyone reflects what I'm thinking already. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Nintendo tax is real, and I'll defend Nintendo a lot on their hardware because I think it's phenomenal. But some of their things are
what they should have done.
They make their money.
What they should have done here is made those parts customizable. So you just keep the same Joy-Con and you buy like a $5 bloody kit that just you unscrew the gate around the joystick or something and screw the new one in. And there's like a cap around the like magnetic connector bit. You know, like obviously they would have made way less money that way, but more people would have bought them. I would have bought them if it was like £10.
What's odd is that Nintendo, my memory of Nintendo hardware, and I go back to like N64 days and stuff, has always been about inviting vibrant colours that are away from the launch model.
Yes.
Like once it's launched, they then tend to go like, oh, we'll give you a transparent design. Yeah. You can have any colour you want. Yes. And they know that fans are going to buy lots of these because they're collectors and they look cool and they want to have their own personality attached to their device. Yeah. This release is really conservative. It's really kind of like it's very corporate feeling. Like have a little bit of colour, but not too much.
I mean, I like it. It feels premium, like the base system. Like when you just buy the system, like
100%.
Nice gunmetal-y, like dark looking colour with a splash of colour, like beautiful. But like you said, the next thing where they go like new colours, you said, if it was a transparent one, I'd be like yes. All day long. Thank you very much.
They would fly off the shelves if it was transparent. You know it.
But like you said, they've gone, let's give them 1% change. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it feels really like someone in a suit's made that decision.
Yeah.
Which is really weird because it doesn't feel like Nintendo at all.
Yeah, but I feel like they're trying to grow up with it, aren't they? Like the Switch 2, again, like we always say, feels very GameCube reminiscent. I feel like they're trying to be a bit more adult with it. So maybe they're trying to be conservative in the colours so that it's more like premium looking rather than tacky or whatever, you know. Maybe,
it's disappointing if nothing else. But here's the other thing: we can all criticise Nintendo as much as we like, and I'll say a lot of the criticism is probably justified when it comes to the Nintendo tax. But the thing that is definitely true: they sell.
Oh yeah,
they sell and commercially hugely successful. The Japan hardware sales were announced for the Christmas period,
dominating.
Which is always it's always an interesting measure to see how consoles are doing in Japan.
Let me guess, because I don't remember. I saw the sales figures, but I don't remember. I bet one Xbox was sold.
You're not far off, actually.
Yeah, I reckon about 10,000 PlayStation 5s were sold. And I reckon probably 200,000 Switch 2s.
It's exactly 200,000 Switch 2s. 200,257.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That was brilliant.
So, Switch 2 obviously dominated by like a factor of 10. It was ridiculous how much more it sold than everything else. Number 2 on the list was the Switch.
Switch 1?
Switch 1.
Not the PlayStation
32,000 units. No. PS5 was number 3 with 19,000 behind the Switch 1.
Wow. That's incredible.
The really interesting part of the Japan hardware sales was that the Xbox Series consoles had a record month.
What, with 5?
297.
That's hilarious.
And the PS4 sold 15. Those 15 people that bought a PS4 the weird move. But not as weird as 32,000 people buying a Nintendo Switch. Maybe they all bought it by mistake.
Maybe, or maybe they had like some sort of sales. Like maybe it was like really cheap, and people were getting it for their kids. You know, like maybe very young kids or whatever.
It's possible, isn't it? All very old people that don't worry about the latest thing.
Yeah, because it's still a great system. It's just like, you know, it's old.
Yeah. And if you're playing games that graphics don't matter and you want to play old games, then okay, I guess. And PS4 for the same reasoning. Hilarious that the Xbox Series consoles didn't even sell 300 the whole of Japan.
Yeah, it was kind of expected. They're always typically done terrible in Asia, haven't they?
Yeah.
So,
It's odd, isn't it? Considering the games they have on there, considering how open the platform is.
Yeah.
But it's not a Japanese company, is it?
No, it's very Western. Like, out of all
very
of them.
Western.
Well, it's American. It's American. So it says a lot.
Yeah. But obviously Sony and Nintendo dominating out there.
Oh, yeah.
Switch 2, 200,000 units just for the Christmas week.
Wow.
That's insane. Just for a week.
What? Sorry, say that again.
Read that bit, sorry. So Japan hardware sales for the Christmas week, 22nd to the 28th of December.
Holy cow.
Switch 2 sold
all of those
200,000.
numbers were just in a week, not the month.
The week?
Whoa.
I thought it was the whole month, but no.
Yeah, I thought it was a month. Wow, that's incredible.
That's the source is Famitsu if you're going to fact check.
Yeah.
So you can check it out yourself.
That's amazing.
Insane, isn't it?
Yeah.
Insane.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, the Switch 2 is amazing. Like, it really, really is. It's such a good system.
Did you see PlayStation's Hyperpop collection being announced?
What? Oh, wait. New colours?
The colours, yes.
Yes. I only saw the one that you shared from one of our socials accounts. Yeah. The green one.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Venom green.
That looks amazing.
They've gone for this. It's like a gradient on controller and console. It goes from black and very quickly goes to like hyper colours. So you've got like Venom green. There's a neon red and a neon blue as well.
Nice.
The 100% the only one worth buying is the green one. It just looks sick.
Yeah.
It's enough. I'm such a sucker for this kind of thing.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
And what's interesting is like this is the complete opposite of what Nintendo did with their Joy-Cons that we're just looking at.
Yeah. Yep.
We're going, you should just go full color, let people have their own voice, and they will sell. Anytime when I had my PS5, anytime like a vibrant color controller came out, I was like, oh, I might have to get that because that looks really cool.
Yeah.
I'm a real sucker for it. And this alone makes me like want to get a PS5.
Well, you could just get the controller and play on PC.
Do you know what? It's not a bad idea. That Venom Green, though, or whatever they're calling it, Remix, they've got awful names for it because it's PlayStation.
Of course, yeah.
Techno Red, Remix Green, and get this, the worst one of all, Rhythm Blue.
Brilliant. What? Is it like Jet Set Radio, like, or something?
It's called the Hyperbop Collection.
Hyperbop.
Yeah, I mean, I love the colours. I love the fact that they're doing it. But equally, like Nintendo, PlayStation needs to get out of the boardroom.
Yeah.
They need to stop making decisions around a whiteboard.
Yeah.
And actually, like, talk to people. Because Hyperpop is an awful name for the collection.
Sounds very 90s.
It's so bad. Yeah, so 90s.
Check out the new Hyperpop.
No
we got the rhythm version. Yeah.
I could see the like tracksuit advert already, like Saved by the Bell style.
Yes, yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Rhythm Blue, Remix Green.
Yeah.
What's Michelangelo doing here? Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see them do vibrant colours, but yeah, awful names. Right, serious stuff, Andy.
Yes, go on.
Serious stuff. This is a mixture of rumours and reports, primarily from Jez Corden at Windows Central.
Yep.
about Xbox and what they're working on. The future of Xbox. And it's going to be, this is genuinely very interesting, that the next gen Xbox is going to be using Windows full screen experience. They are actually going to do it.
It seems that way, doesn't it? Yeah. Which is what we've been saying since, well, way early last year. We've literally been airing that is going to be the case, obviously with no insider knowledge, just like we're like foreseeing it happening. And oh, look, it seems we are insiders, aren't we? With the amount of things we've got right.
Inside. Well, like, I mean...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, true,
yeah. I do run Xbox after all.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, you are Phil Spencer. I forgot about that for a second. But yeah, so I think this is a great move, especially what's coming with that, you know, with the so-called updates set for it, because we said from the beginning, full screen experience should be on the new Xbox, but not as it currently is, because currently it is bloody awful.
It feels right now, it feels like a grotty compromise between the Xbox OS and what was the Xbox app, basically.
Yeah.
They've kind of like smushed it together. It's like, that'll do. And you're like, well, it's a little bit broken, and there's some features that are obviously missing.
It's just not pleasant to look at. Like, it's just
at
awful.
All.
Yeah, like, when we always, we compare it to SteamOS. Exactly, I knew where you were going with that. Like, it is night and day different. Like, SteamOS feels like a console. Xbox full screen experience feels like you've got Windows 95 and just opened the Xbox app. Like, it's horrible. Or Vista or something like that.
It does just feel like a full screen. You've got the Xbox app open in full screen.
Yes,
like
that's
Windows,
literally what it is.
Yeah. When we first saw it in Gamescom, I kind of assumed that the UI or the UI experience would have been upgraded by launch.
Yeah.
I thought we might have been looking at a kind of like, this is
early
like
build.
Yeah. This is V1, and by launch, and they're on V1.2, that there'll be little animations and like stuff will be a bit smoother.
No.
There won't be bugs. Because here's the thing. I think I'm cursed because whenever I touch it, it breaks.
It was funny, to be fair. This is multiple times for everyone listening. When we went to Germany, AJ literally got hands on with it, and the thing immediately broke. Like, it bugged out, froze. But when I used it, it was fine. And then, like, fast forward until I hacked it onto something, it was working fine. AJ had a go, and it just froze. And then we got the Xbox Ally X. Again, I had it for like weeks before you got hands on. It was fine for me. I took it down. AJ got straight on with it, and it literally broke.
Straight
like
away.
every time it broke. It was so funny.
I don't know what it is. It might be because I'm like mashing all the buttons with the palm of my hand or something. I don't know.
I think you would like emit like some electromagnetic field, and it just goes and breaks it. Yeah.
What's that thing that happens when a nuclear bomb goes off and it like destroys all the electricity around it? I'm that.
Yeah, that's it. Like an EMP.
EMP, that's it. The Windows full screen experience. We've said it needs to look like Xbox basically in order for it to compete with SteamOS.
Yep.
I like the direction of travel. I like that it's removed a huge amount of bloat from your hardware, so you can game with more resources.
Mm-hmm.
I like that all the libraries are there, and the game library should work properly, kind of.
Yeah.
I like the direction of travel, at least. Like,
it's
cool.
all pointing in the right direction. They are making the right move. It's just not where it needs to be. Like,
I'd hoped that it would be quicker.
I do. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I think they've sat on their hands a little bit with like really updating this.
Yes.
And it seems like the partnership with AMD, the long-term partnership that Xbox have, that it's going to be the Windows full screen experience that comes onto the next Xbox console.
Mm.
Whether that's going to be announced at the end of this year or not is kind of a question mark. There was some early rumours it was going to be the end of 26 that we'd hear it.
Yeah, I think that's... I reckon it was the case. Like they were going to announce it towards the end of this year, or like midway through this year, for launch in 2027. I think the issue lies with something out of everyone's control, with all of this AI stuff completely jacking RAM and storage prices and everything else up. And I think because there's rumors now that the next PlayStation will not be coming in 27 or 28, and it will actually be like 29 because of all this happening.
I heard as well.
And it makes total sense, so I don't know if Xbox could like negate these prices somehow. I don't know how they would do it.
There's an interesting thought on it. When I heard the PlayStation saying that they're very unlikely to release in 27 and it's more likely to be 29 with the hardware problems at the moment, when I was like really considering it for the console players and going, well, the PS4 still hasn't been sunset, and in truth does an okay job of like dealing with kind of modern titles.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, could a PS5 last for 9 years? It would be well behind where PC technology's at for certain.
Yeah.
But would a console player still be able to have an enjoyable experience in a modern game? Probably.
Yeah. Totally,
because I
with
imagine
the
there's still a huge amount of... Yes, with the Pro for certain. But I imagine there's still a huge amount of players still in the PS4 architecture.
Well, you just saw like 10 people bought them in December or whatever it was in Japan.
Yeah. So is it the end of the world if these console generations stretch from what kind of we were seeing as like a 7-year cycle to like a 9-year cycle?
Yeah.
There'll be... The leap when you do upgrade will be huge.
Oh, yeah. But will it? Because if they were planning on releasing it in 27 or 28, but then it gets pushed back and back, the tech's not going to change. They'll have just sat on it, So it's like the Switch when everyone goes, "Oh, it launched out of date." Well, yeah, kind of obviously because they've got to make a product. Like they can't go to AMD and go, "What's your latest chip today?" and then the next day release a product. They've got to do R&D and all this stuff.
I want your latest chip in 2 years.
Yeah. So it was everything's out of date. Like if you look at it that way, but if they've got to sit on it for even longer, then it's even more out of date. But
So the talk is with the operating system anyway that they want to bring the PC experience much closer to console. So it's more acceptable for console players, especially when they're looking at rolling it out into the actual console itself. They want it to be much more accessible and understandable for console players. The one thing they're going to have to really get their technical heads around when they do launch what's basically full-bore Windows on a console is the discrepancy in titles. They've got this weird middle ground of Xbox Play Anywhere and Not Play Anywhere at the moment.
Yes.
And obviously, Xbox's ethos with their consoles has been you can play all your games no matter what generation, for the most part. Do they draw a line in the sand and say no more? Or how do they get around that?
I think they convert stuff over. Like Hogwarts Legacy was always an issue. But now they've changed it. And now it is Play Anywhere. Like, so that's got around that. Stuff like Fallout 76 is going to be an issue. Yeah. Because that's like server-based problems.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that's going to go. Yeah, I really don't know. And what happens with all your physical games? Is it going to run an emulator? So will it have a disk drive? Will you be able to put it in? Or will it just download that version for your PC when you put it in?
It's a whole other topic. I don't want to get too in the weeds on it. But do you think we'll even see disk drives in consoles for the next generation?
I don't know. I mean, Xbox have still multiple times said that they are dedicated to backwards compatibility. Yeah. So there must be. Because you can't have backwards compatibility just with emulating. Do you know what I mean? Like with like without discs coming into play somehow. And even if it just runs how it does now, where you get like an original Xbox game, you put it in and then it just downloads the new version, that's fine. Like in my opinion, I think that's fine. So I reckon it will have, whether it will do a PlayStation where it doesn't launch with a disk drive and you have to either provide one yourself because it's just Windows, you could buy one from any retailer and just plug it in for like £5, and download your games onto it, or if they launch like a separate one like PlayStation, and then you just put the game in and it reads the license and goes, okay, here's your new version. Like that's fine by me, as long as people have got a method to play their discs still. I think they can't say that they're invested in backwards compatibility unless they do that.
Yeah. They're also rolling out, there's talk of new hardware with the Series 3 Elite controllers, isn't there?
Yeah, so supposedly this year we're going to get that. With I can't even remember when the Series 2 Elite came. But yeah, the new... Yeah, it was a while ago, but the Series 3 supposedly will be this year, which will have direct Wi-Fi support. So it will get around Bluetooth latency when like cloud gaming and stuff like that. And obviously there's so many new TVs and stuff that's all this play anywhere like cloud gaming. If you've got a Wi-Fi controller, that latency will be so much better, because it will just directly let you play straight to it. So I think it's a good thing. We've been well overdue a Series 3 Elite. And I really hope they just stick some bloody TMR sticks in it.
Come on.
Get rid of these potentiometer things and stick some Hall effect or whatever in there.
Here's the thing that really irritates me is that like TMR in inverted commas budget controllers has been like the standard now for a while.
Yeah.
When you see, I know we do a lot of work with them, but I'll bring them up. When you see like Mobipad releasing their new Switch 2 controller for, I think it's $45.
Yeah.
It's TMR, and they've put in like liquid silicone rings and stuff.
Are they TMR or capacitive?
The Shitu 2 is TMR, I'm sure.
Okay. I just know that they did a capacitive
They did a capacitive one before.
Yeah.
But when they're like pushing companies like that, and they're not the only ones, of course, there's loads that are pushing like modern controller technology into budget controllers, and then you see Xbox releasing their like Elite controller for it's like £120 or something,
guaranteed to drift in under a year. Yeah,
mine drifted in less than 6 months. The same with yours. Like this.
Yep.
I'll be honest, it's bullshit, really.
It is totally. Yeah, the amount of money that cost, you could buy like 4 TMR controllers from GameSir. That are better than that for the cost of that, it's frustrating.
It's really frustrating. So I hope they do it. I'm glad to see them working on like basically Wi-Fi over Bluetooth rather than Bluetooth, because that cloud gaming on TV is going to become an important part of the Xbox infrastructure, and I think gaming infrastructure in general. I think we're going to see marching towards that more cloud gaming built into our like screens.
Yeah, well, even like like I said before, I've got the tablet that I'm actually talking to you on right now, which is like OLED 144 hertz or something. I could cloud game to that with way less latency if I had a Wi-Fi Elite 3. And the same with my Legion Go 2 or an Xbox Ally. If you were streaming cloud gaming off of your Xbox Game Pass subscription and was doing it onto a TV or like in tabletop mode, whatever, if you had a Wi-Fi controller, like the latency, if they can cut that latency down, then it will make cloud gaming far better, way better, because that's the biggest issue for me is the latency. Like you wouldn't want to cloud game Call of Duty. I did it for a laugh, and the latency was horrendous. Like,
it's horrific.
So like it's fine for like platformers and stuff like that aren't too quick, but I wouldn't do it for an FPS game. Whereas if they can get around that and like half or better the latency just by it being a Wi-Fi controller, then wicked. Like I'm all for it. Yeah,
it's exciting to see. But basically, the roadmap for Xbox is really clear. It's that this march to make everything PC, which is what we've been saying for the longest time, and that's going to be where we're at. And there's even talk that they may even launch an Xbox branded PC.
Yeah,
or
like an OEM,
like an OEM PC, like they did with Asus and the Allies.
Yeah, that's interesting. Well, we'll have to stick around for that. My biggest thing I'm excited for is sorting full screen experience out. They just need to make that look like an Xbox, so that when I boot up like my Legion Go 2 or an Xbox Ally or whatever, it literally looks like a frickin' Xbox, not a stupid app from a PC that's clunky and horrible. I want animations, transitions. I don't want to feel like I'm in Windows. I want to feel like I'm in an Xbox console. Like, go away Windows. Do you know what I mean?
I think it was a massive, like, I'll be honest, a massive like marketing or PR mistake that they kept even the color scheme the same as the Xbox PC app.
Yeah.
because it looked identical full screen experience to that. It's like, so the arguments are always put to it then, and it's like, well, this is just a full screen. This is just a full screen app.
Yeah.
It's like, well, it's not. It is an environment, but like, it's hard to argue that when it looks like the same.
Yeah, exactly. And there's no customization. I don't like that. You can't reorganize stuff. You can't change it to like a carousel.
And that's like the backbone of a lot of the things for PC gaming. The whole point is that you make your own experience. So even down to like the colors of the components that you put into your machine. It's like, this is your personality. And you think about like the modding game part of that, it kind of as an extension. So of course you want your operating system and your UI to
reflect
even
you.
down to like down to the most basic thing that you've always been able to change your desktop wallpaper.
Yeah, which you can do on an Xbox.
Yes. How is it such an obviously open goal that they've missed?
Yeah. It's a huge oversight. Like, I think of the Xbox because my wife loves playing the Xbox, even though she's got a PC that's so much more powerful than it, right next to the Xbox, plugged into the TV, and she still turns the Xbox on. So that's the only reason we got it. So when she opens that, she's got this wicked Diablo background, and it's like animated. So you've got Lilith there in all her glory with like blacks and reds, and it's really like, and there's like stuff flying around, and I'm like, this is wicked. Like, I want to see that when I turn my console on. You open like an Xbox Ally and you're like, ugh.
Grey. It's
grey and like Windows bloody 8 tiles everywhere. Like, no, like what are you doing? Like, why have we gone backwards? Like,
gone backwards.
Yeah,
and then you like dust off a Steam Deck from 4 years ago, whenever it was the Steam Deck first launched, and you go, let's have a look at SteamOS and go, oh, yeah, that's beautiful.
It's so much better. Yeah,
that's beautiful. Oh, and you can customize it. Yeah, you can.
Yep.
Yeah, they need to hurry up and figure that out. Before I touch on the biggest story, we are like 50 minutes in.
Yeah, it's all good.
Before we touch on the biggest story, I wanted to really quickly, because it's a huge announcement, NVIDIA with DLSS 4.5.
Yeah.
Which on the day of announcement got rolled out to, I think, all RTX cards.
Yep, I think so.
With compatible games. Like, it's pretty amazing. It's, from what I've seen, I've watched, Linus did actually quite a good video on it. What I've seen, like, the upscaling looks amazing. But the part that really stole the kind of headline for me, at least, and you'll probably agree, is the dynamic frame generation.
Yeah, it's incredible.
That's exciting, isn't it?
Massively, yeah.
Because it makes frame gen make sense.
Yeah, no, totally. And it makes it viable, like, for a lot of people, I think.
Yeah. For those that didn't see it, it basically, you set the cap for what frame generation should work to, which should be the refresh of your monitor.
Yeah.
And then frame generation only steps in when your hardware cannot reach whatever your frame cap is. Yeah. So it dynamically generates frames in between, rather than just creating a whole bunch of fake frames for no reason.
Yeah, rather than just machine gunning it out constantly.
Yeah.
And it being all over the place. It's trying to maintain that cap of your refresh, which is wicked. Like, so when
that's great.
Yeah, dynamically. So some areas of the game that are like easy to render, like it's just chilling in the background, not doing anything. When something steps up and it's like, the frame rate drops, this will kick in to bring it back up again. I think that's really cool. And it should use a lot less power and stuff as well. Yeah,
and a lot less latency introduced and stuff. Like, there's just huge amounts that's benefit. Like, when I look at like games like Cyberpunk behind you and stuff, like you'd set like a conservative frame cap of like 60 FPS for that, let's say, because the game's going to be a fine experience at that. And it's only going to be in those really hectic moments when loads of stuff's having to render in that frame gen will step in to smooth it. So your experience is just smoothed out rather than just being fake the whole time. Yes. Apparently that was NVIDIA's intention the whole time with frame gen.
It's just
this was what it was working towards.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic see. Exciting to see when that finally gets rolled out, which makes me go like a bigger question that we've talked about before that we should probably do a whole other podcast on at some point is handheld NVIDIA when, please, now. Thank you.
Yes, and to tease, I suppose, what could be that next podcast, or at least another completely dedicated video, is what Intel have been doing, which we've purposefully skipped in this video because we want to cover it in a dedicated video, because that looks like it could be when NVIDIA are teaming up with Intel, because we know they're going to. They've already confirmed the relationship. And looking at Intel's new chips that they just announced, which are modular chips, there's space for RTX cards to be onboard graphics. What? So that's a story for another day. But yeah, like,
it's exciting. For the handheld space, it's super exciting.
Insane. Yeah, insane.
The biggest handheld story though to come out this week, the headline of the show, 55 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. The shit's hit the fan.
It has, yeah.
It's happened.
Yeah.
Firstly, the good news part of this is we've seen the SteamOS variants of the Legion Go 2 being announced. Mm-hmm. Exciting.
Yeah.
Just exciting. I mean, you could just install it yourself, but hey,
yeah.
exciting. For those... Here's the thing, though, with that, before we get on to like the terrible news story in this, it's like, what... If you're buying a Legion Go 2, I would argue that you're pretty savvy. You're an enthusiast. Yeah,
if you're buying like the most expensive, like mainstream, let's get that right. We're not talking about GPD wins and stuff like that. One of the big hitters like MSI, Asus, Lenovo and stuff. If you're buying the top end Legion Go 2 and you're dumping that much money on it, you probably know what you're doing with the operating system. Yeah.
So chances are, if you wanted to run SteamOS, you've already got this device or already ordered it, and you're just installing SteamOS yourself.
Yeah, with a flash drive. Yeah.
Or like you're going through the Basite routes, or
yeah.
You're probably but anyway, they're doing like a new SKU of it with the SteamOS as standard. It launches with it coming in June.
Yes. Now it's funny because quite a delay. If we go back in time to when Lenovo did the Q&A on Reddit a while ago, when they launched the Legion Go 2, but then no stock delays were happening, like, and all this stuff. Everyone was very upset. They were like, "Ask us anything," and then just disappeared because all they were getting asked was, "Where's my device?"
The thread real quickly,
exactly. Yeah.
Closed.
One of the questions was, "Will there be a SteamOS variant?" And they were like, "No."
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then literally like months later, they're like, "Here we go." And I think this is good. This is better for consumers because we can't assume that everyone is a super nerd and can install an operating system off a USB drive, even though it's really easy. And you could follow guides on channels like ourselves. But so I think it's great that someone can eventually go into a store and go, "Do I want Windows? Do I want SteamOS? Actually, I prefer SteamOS." Bam. I don't have to do anything. And you get a nice little button that has a Steam logo on it, because that's the only difference.
Cool.
Yeah, it looks cool. Yeah, but equally, they are identical devices. Nothing has changed here. Everything is exactly the same. Nothing has changed other than the button logo. Yeah, so you get a SteamOS button, right? So I think it's good that they will be launching it. SteamOS June, it does seem like quite a way. Like June, that's like pretty much 6 months into the year there. The device has been out already for like 6 months. Not quite. But yeah, it seems like a bit of a long way.
But that's a really important point. Before we get to like the price changes that are coming, and that's a savage addition to this story. June, by the time it launches, these were announced. These went on sale originally. I want to get this right. October.
Yeah.
When did you pre-order yours? Was October, and then they were kind of dripped out between October and December, the stock.
Yeah. Well, in America, they were meant to be available on Halloween, literally on Halloween.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered mine, I believe, at the start of the month in September.
Yeah.
And it took an entire 5 weeks, I think, before I actually received it. And I was one of the lucky ones.
You were one of the lucky ones and one of the early ones.
And since then, they're still impossible to get, like, in every country, yeah.
But my train of thought is, with the PC manufacturers, we tend to see, despite what they say, we tend to see a new variant of some kind launched at least once a year. That's how PC companies tend to work.
Yeah.
Does that mean that this is coming in June and that we're going to see the Lenovo Legion Go 3, 2B, whatever they call it, announced and launched in September, October time, which is only a few months after?
Nah, not at all.
Are we then saying that Lenovo aren't launching anything new in this year?
This is it. This is because you got to think, like, I think every company right now is really scratching their heads as to how to get around the RAM and storage problem. Yeah. And also, we know that there's not new APUs every year.
So the only thing they can do is chuck RAM and storage at these devices, which they can't afford to do.
Or operating system change. Yeah. So it makes total sense that this year, that is all they're going to get, because most people don't have a Legion Go 2 yet, even if they pre-ordered it last year. So this will be the year of Legion Go 2. And we kind of actually alluded to that last year when they announced the Legion Go 2 in January CES. And we said, that's coming out 2026. And we said it as a joke, but I mean, it's kind of true. And I know a lot of people do actually have them, like myself, but most people won't be getting them until this year. So this year, I think everyone's going to be staying put. The Xbox Allies aren't changing. I think the Xbox Ally, like OLED versions or anything like that, will be a 2027. And then it will be 2028 until we see the like next gen APUs. I really think that.
Is it Asus and MSI really, but like specifically Asus, they're the only ones that have got that ace up their sleeve where they could drop an OLED variant this year.
Yeah.
As a new version. Which would be a little bit slippery considering all the things they've set up to this point.
Well, and the Xbox Allies literally would have been like 6 months old by that point.
Yeah. The price difference, now we're starting to see the impacts of this RAM shortage that we talked about at the end of last year coming now. And with this SteamOS variant of the Legion Go 2, it's $100 in America. It's starting at $100 more than we saw the Windows version launch at.
Yeah,
so this
and bear in mind. Oh, go on.
Sorry, it's going to start at $1,200.
Yeah, and that's for the Z2 16 gigabyte version in America. Yeah. So that's not the Z2 Extreme 32 gigabyte. That's the Z2 16 gigabyte version at $1,200, as opposed to where it started before $100. So yeah, they've yet to announce the Z2 Extreme 32 gigabyte price, because obviously 32 gigabyte, that's double the amount of RAM. They're probably like I'm in an hour in how much that's going to be. I reckon it's probably going to be $200 more than it was before. So
comfortably.
So before it was $1,350 for a 1 terabyte 32 gigabyte Z2 Extreme. I reckon $1,550 now. And how much is the 2 terabyte variant going to be?
I was just thinking that.
Yeah, that's going to be extortionate. UK hasn't had any price effects right now. Like, if you go onto their website, weirdly it says CES 2026, and it's just the Windows 11 variants, not the SteamOS ones. They're all the same configurations as we've had available for months now. And the prices are all the same, so I don't really know what's going on with that. But we'll have to just wait and see, I suppose. Apparently we have a ghost in the background.
Don't worry, nobody will know.
That's New Year producer Pete green screening some tea in.
That's it, yeah.
Nobody will see me if I sneak in with a green screen.
Happy New Year, Pete.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
do you know
Happy birthday, Pete.
Yo, what's up, fam?
It's also his birthday today.
It is his birthday,
day.
yeah.
Big day.
I undo the green screen so everyone can see me in my full glory.
15 again.
That's it.
Yeah.
I was going to say
he's
yeah, not too bad.
Woo! Big love to the 128KB crew.
He's
happy 20th birthday.
What? He's talking like a 15-year-old as well.
Yeah, because we're down with it. Right, I'm going now. I'm busy.
Bye.
See ya. Pete's nuts.
He's nuts. Yeah, 1550. I think we're going to see this, the 32 gig variant. That's insane.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, it's insane. The 2 terabyte version. Do we get close to like 1750 mark here? It's like
Yeah, it's going to be incredible, like the price jump. And the thing is they've kind of taken down the prices as far as we saw for the Windows versions.
Yes.
Because they're going to be even more expensive. Because what we're discussing right now is the SteamOS models.
Yeah.
And they're not paying Windows licenses.
Of course. I didn't even think about that.
So it'd be cheaper. Yeah. So the Windows variants are going to go up even higher. It's always the case. You look at the SteamOS version and the Windows version, like generally the Windows versions will be more expensive.
When I looked, when we were putting together the notes of the podcast, I looked yesterday at the American Lenovo Legion website to see what the score was with the Windows versions, and they've taken them off the site entirely.
Yeah.
Nothing. You can't buy anything on there. Mm-hmm. So that's interesting. They've got all the old marketing. You know, remember the Western Saloon advert that they launched this time last year? All that's still on there. But you go to the buy products bit and it's just empty.
Yeah, nice. Oh, is there not even showing the Legion Go S's on there?
Nothing.
So everything's going to be affected then. Yeah.
Yeah. So
sadly,
a hard reset is coming.
We did say in December, we said get your handhelds now when you can.
Yeah, we did. Whether the other manufacturers are playing balls well, it'd be interesting to have a look around at some point, see if Asus are doing the same, if MSI are.
Yeah.
I can only say that I think 2026, at least the first half of it, is going to be bumpy.
I think the next 2 years are going to be really dodgy for all PC. I was going to say I've been really tempted to go down the just grab a laptop or something now, just because for the next 2 years you ain't going to be getting one anywhere near affordably. But I'm not going to do it. But I was really tempted.
PC space, you guys in the PC space have ridden out the GPU madness from the past 5 years. And it's only recently kind of coming back to normality. But I'd say normality is still hellishly expensive compared to what it used to be.
Oh, yeah.
But when the Bitcoin and all of that stuff started happening, the GPU prices spiked. It's exactly the same as what we're seeing now. But obviously AI is even more ubiquitous. It's not going anywhere. And it's much bigger than a cryptocurrency surge is. This is everything, everyone's devices. This isn't going anywhere. So,
and this is going to affect everybody, fridges, everything. Yeah. It's not even just gaming. This is going to be literally anything that utilizes it. Cars, all sorts of stuff is going to have an issue with this.
In truth, what we need in the space is new manufacturers or other manufacturers to step into the RAM production.
Absolutely, yeah.
Or around Christmas, there was this huge rumor that went around that Asus were going to step in, and Asus were going to start making their own first-party RAM. Also, that they had plans to make their own graphics cards, and this was this big rumor that came out, and then Asus themselves will come out and debunked it and said it's not our intentions at all. But that's what we need to happen.
I think what we should do is launch the 128 KB, 128 kilobyte RAM sticks. We could be that manufacturer, but no bigger than 128 kilobytes.
Just like a kit that's it will plug into your RAM slot in your PC, but it's just hundreds of 128 kV RAM sticks. so some kind of cradle thing.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah,
so you just got hundreds of them, but you can only get 120 kV sticks. That's all you're allowed.
You have to stack them up. Yeah, that's it.
We'll go around the old Atari stripping out their RAM.
Or we should just make a little keyring that says, as a RAM stick, that says 128 KB.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
It's a great idea. I think we should do it.
Yeah, merch. Love it.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's exciting. Anyway, it's exciting that we're getting the SteamOS variants, like you say, because not everyone is.
Yeah.
Not everyone can be bothered or has the time, I think, moreover than knowledge.
Yeah. I think it's the ease thing. You pay for convenience, don't you? So it's going to be great for people that already know they just want SteamOS. I'm more excited right now of when is it going to be verified? When can I download the SteamOS image and it actually be 100% supported? Because they've already said like there's no hardware changes, which means all of the buttons on the Legion Go 2 are going to be supported. So in theory, we should have like a back end to be able to edit all these buttons and rebind everything like officially, which I'm super excited for. I want full HDR support because there's currently issues on Bazzite and SteamOS with HDR, and there's like there's image brightness sliding bugs, like where you can't adjust brightness and stuff right now. There's other issues as well, which is the whole reason why I've not done it. Everyone's like, Andy, like show us how to do Bazzite or SteamOS. I'm not doing it, not until it's like properly supported, because it's just going to annoy me. So once I know that SteamOS is like dropping, like give us a date for that. Okay, like the device drops in June, but when is it? Like April? Like when's SteamOS going to be ready for us original Windows Legion Go 2 owners to be able to install ourselves? Because I absolutely will. I'll partition my drive and I'll dual boot it. I'll still keep Windows because I still want access to Game Pass and stuff like that. But I'd be more than happy to run SteamOS secondary, and then do videos on that as well, and I'll show people how to do it and stuff. But I'm really intrigued as when is this available for everybody to install themselves.
It'd be interesting. It'd be sooner rather than later for certain. They're not going to wait till post release. That wouldn't make any sense. So that will be interesting. What surprised me in all with the SteamOS thing is how long it's taken them to roll out for official support on so many other bits of what seems to be really basic bits of hardware. Like it's basic things that are the problem. It's quite surprising that it's been so slow. Yeah. When they first announced SteamOS on the Legion Go 2, Legion Go S, wasn't it?
Yes, it took ages before it came out.
Took ages, yeah. But that was announced this time last year, and when that happened, I was like, okay, we're going to see him. It's going to be everywhere now. Like it's going to take over because it's so good. It's just not been the case.
I am excited though, like being a Legion Go 2 owner and getting official SteamOS support. Because this effectively now is the true Steam Deck OLED successor. Like 144 hertz VRR from 30 to 144, HDR and everything. Like this is the device you want to go to if you're coming from a Steam Deck OLED and actually want like AAA performance. That's decent. Like this is what you want to be looking at, is that SteamOS variant for sure. If you're done with Windows, you don't care about it, you don't care about Game Pass, whatever, you just want Steam, and you're feeling like the Steam Deck OLED is not performant enough, this is it. This is it. But you will pay a premium. You will absolutely pay a premium.
But it's going to last. Here's the other thing when you talk about premium, and even with this new price rise, the fact that it's $100 more for the base version, yes, it's super expensive, but we are talking about like a high-end laptop with an OLED screen in your hands. It's pretty amazing what you're getting. And it will last. This, like, if you're willing to buy it and sit on it for years, you'll still have a huge amount of mileage out of this in years to come.
Totally.
When you consider how much mileage people are still getting out of the Steam Deck and how underpowered even that was at launch, you're going to be all right with this.
This has got a better starting point, and it's got a better screen, like a much better screen. So it's going to last way, like we've done a whole discussion about this previously, about how it will continue to be relevant even when it can't play games anymore, like AAA and stuff, because you'll be able to stream, whether that's directly with Steam's streaming service or using like Apollo and Moonlight, stuff like that. Like this device is going to keep being relevant for a good amount of time yet. Totally.
Yeah. I totally agree. Anyway, I'd love to know what your New Year thoughts are on all of that madness. That's been way more than I actually anticipated to cover, but there you go. Let us know in the comments your thoughts. Whilst you're down there, please do like this video, subscribe for more handheld gaming content, and what else should they do, Andy?
Become a member, and you get to chat to us on our private Discord as well.
Did you almost forget because it's been so long since you've done a podcast?
Yeah.
there was this moment of like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I didn't even realise the camera was on. I thought we were just catching up.
It was a bit like that. Anyway, so until the next time, bye.
Have a nice day.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, there you go.